The Union Civil Aviation Minister has apologized to all flyers for inconvenience. Let's listen in to the Union Civil Aviation Minister.
More cohesively, and that is what we were trying to do there. With regard to that matchbox, as you call it, or rather, I am a smoker. I do smoke, and when I was stopped being frisked, the matchbox came along with me, and I have not made it any secret. In fact, recently I was in Paris also, went for the air show there. There in security, they requested you to turn out your pockets, my cigarettes, my matchbox, my ashtray. I carry a portable ashtray because I don't like to dirty around. If you want to see it, I'll show it to you also. It's right here in my pocket. This is my portable ashtray. So even this was also turned out there, including my belt. And they were returned to me, including the matchbox. The whole idea is our security in the country, BCAS, they have put the matchbox as a prohibited item, and it is not a prohibited item in a lot of countries. So I was suggesting that our security should be meaningful, not obtrusive. So in that context, you decided to make a frivolous issue out of it, and you blew it out of proportion. So that was it about the matchbox. No, one after the other. You don't have to hurry. I'm not running away anywhere. I've got patience to be with you.
Sir, when the question is of VIP privileges, the only question about that matchbox episode is that what is the example you're setting for all citizens? You want all passengers to start carrying matchboxes and lighters on board?
You see, I would like people not to be non-smokers. Being a smoker, I myself know the bad ill effects of it on my health, and I would like my fellow citizens to be non-smokers.
Sir, back to this incident, have you been able to establish the basic sequence of events? Why did in the sense, who told the captain to stop? Why was the doors open? Where are these instructions coming from? Are there any clarity on that?
You see, the question is, we need to get a clarity on it. The reports have to come in. But whatever it is, it has generated situation which I can clearly see, which is not what should have happened. So that's why we have inconvenienced a large number of people. And when we inconvenience people, we generally, any human being, the normal tendency is to apologize. Please understand us. And we would like to have it twofold, like I said. One is, see that these things do not recur. And the second is get at the truth of it, and we are accountable. It's not that we are not accountable. We are very much accountable, and we will be accountable.
Mr. Minister, we hope that your statements will be taken in the right spirit. But then again, as you said, that had it been any other person, any normal person would have done that. You couldn't have gotten in the way the two ministers have gotten it. Do you think that they have been given special treatment, and do you think that action should be taken, particularly now the PMO stepping in? Do you think the Prime Minister should also initiate actions against the two ministers concerned?
You see, Prime Minister, now I think this is too small an issue to pull the Prime Minister in. But since his office has made a reference, it is our duty in our ministry to take the truth up to him and let all the reports come in, and we will give him the truth. Whatever he decides, it's left to him.
Sir, a couple of questions. The Deputy Chief Minister of J&K has suggested that anyone with a Z or Z plus category security is within his wherewithal to offload passengers. Is that, as per rules and regulations, you'd know that better. Could you answer that query? It's a technical query. And the second query is that he apparently wrote to you on the 30th of June complaining against Air India. We have the copy of the letter where he suggested that the pilot misbehaved, etc., etc. Did you look into that specific complaint, because that reached even before media reports which were out on the 1st of July? about this incident were out?
In the ministry, because this has all been reported in the public domain, some letter getter, all this thing. I did an inquiry even before coming here, and the letter is still to be received in the ministry. So when it is received, we will look into it.
What about
Now,
security cover
you are
for
talking
Z
about Z category security. Now, these categories of securities are fixed by the Home Department, who gets what category. Now, as far as airlines are concerned, because they are public sector and private sector, the protected person can enter an aircraft. There's no problem. But people who are charged to protect him, they don't get into the aircraft with their arms. I don't think there's any such thing.
No, sir, about offloading passengers. Are they within
Offloading passengers, I don't think there are any in commercial airline. This is what I'm trying to say. Common sense point of view, a passenger who has paid has a right to go wherever they have to go.
So how is Air India?
And they have a right to go in time.
How is
So, because they paid for it also.
So what